Oh, no. Oh. Hello. Hi. Hello. It's Thursday. Yes, it's fucking Thursday. We're almost done with the week, and I'm so excited about it. Even though I have zero plans this weekend, I just want to not be working. Thank you, Cooter. Thank you for all those. Ah! Oh my god. Thank you, Juan. Hello. Hello, Juan. That shouldn't have scared me as much as it did. Like already? Really? Really? This is gonna be a good stream. How is everybody doing? How's your day going? How are we feeling? How are we doing? Here, quick question. Guess this crunch. What is this crunch from? What is the source of the crunch? Thank you for the, well, on two separate occasions. Thank you for the biddies, Kudu. Not hot fries, no. What is this crunch? You have to guess it right. Listen carefully. What is it? Quiz time. It was pretty good. I'm just extra tired from lectures today. Ugh. I take it you're done for the day, though? Hopefully. But I'm glad you had a good day. Take a nice rest. At this point, I don't want to guess so I can continue hearing the crunch ASMR. Fair enough. That's totally fair. I mean, I can't hear what you're hearing, but I think it feels like a good crunch. It feels like it has a lot of potential, you know? And it's delicious. Would you like a hint? What's a hint that I can give that won't give it away? Oh, thank you for the huggy, Bad. Huggies! What is a hint I can give for this particular snack? It's... I don't really know how to... Oops, the bag was blocking me. Tracking. I don't know. You just gotta listen and figure it out. It has a kind of slightly puffed texture, but still big crunch. I feel that this snack is one that people either really like or really dislike. How many jobs have I finished? Oh, I don't know. Is there a way to see that? I'm sorry. I literally ate dinner right before the stream. I'm still hungry. I'm just in such a snacky mood. Oh, here we go. Damn, we kind of done a lot, huh? It doesn't feel like we did this many. I mean, granted, some of them are small. But still. Hello. How are we doing today, Rowdy? How's it going? Can you identify this crunch? Which one are you on, Kudu? Okay. I'm gonna eat one more. And then I'm gonna stop for a bit. Never mind, 2 more. I don't know what that is, Rowdy. Is it something I should look into? Ding, ding, ding! Funyuns! You're correct! Wow, you're a genius, Rowdy. Well done. Nom, 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 nom. I am eating Funyuns. No. Oh, wait. I'm supposed to be done. Okay, okay. No more. No more. You point the bag the other way. I gotta stop. Of course. You know. Don't say that. You've got great ears. So for hot fries being your favorite chip, you've eaten every chip but hot fries. Listen, it's just been a while, okay? I do love hot fries. Oh, they're good. And you know what? You were kind of close because I feel like hot fries has a similar texture. Not as crunchy though. Not as much crunch. But you know. Hold on. Now I gotta lick my fingers, and you can't. It's not allowed. You can't listen to it. You're not allowed to. Damn, Rowdy said absolutely not. No! Okay. My god, I need to be stopped. I'm literally just sitting here stuffing my freaking face. Oh! No, Rowdy said Uno reverse. Alright, well. I'm glad you guys seem to be having a good day. Let's resume our job where we're being paid nowhere near what we should be being paid for. Oh shit, it's getting... Rowdy's about to kick Bad's ass. Damn, Rowdy, you didn't have to do him like that. Damn. Alright. Well. Let's just... You didn't do anything. You don't have to do anything. You're just that good. Effortless. I'm so proud of you. I'm proud of you too, Bad. Oh. Never mind. Bad really chose violence today. Bad said, I'm just going to terrorize. Fair enough. Bad, would you like to share with the class why you've chosen violence today? What choices of hat? Actually, I don't know that I have like a whole lot of hats, but there's always the option of if you want to do like accessory or hat, and I can scroll through and you can select something. I know I have beveraginos that can be placed on my head. We got like little slime man. Show you? Okay, hold on. Oh, just a moment. I need to get some more stuffs. I mean, it doesn't like really matter. It doesn't really matter. Let's let's see what we have. Oh, you could do a head pat, a band-aid. Any of the following beveraginos, if you would like. Apparently, I have bread. I suppose in a way you could count the cat blankie as a hat. Head pat? Okay. Do you want the normal head pat, or do you want it's like a cartoon head pat? Cause there's one that's like a draw. Oh wait, maybe not. Maybe I only have this one. Hold on, actually. Maybe I lie. I thought I had like anime style. I think I do. What's this? Is this it? Oh wait, no, that's the same thing. I thought I had downloaded another one. Another one. There is a hot tub. Though I will say, oh, I think it's this. I think it's this. Yeah, this. Which one do you prefer? Oopsies. Which one do you prefer? This one? Oh, wait. This one? Okay. Let me make it big ol'. Give me your mint monies. Give me your fucking money. Give me your fucking money. Oh, you did. Oh, yeah. Okay. There you have it. Thank you for the head pat. Let me mark. Good. I have like 1,000,001 hydrates, don't I? Already. If only you had full-length arms so you can add both pat hands to the end of your hands. Oh my god, this is true. Now I'm just like sad. Like, damn. This is what I'm missing out on, not having hands. Oh, it's only 8 hydrates. That's not as much as I thought, actually. It looked like a lot, you know? It looked like a lot. I have many much mint monies. Good. Now you guys got so much stuff to spend them on that I feel, oopsies. Hold on. I feel that I don't get drowned as much, which I'm okay with. It's fine. I'm alright with it, don't worry. I'll be okay. I promise I'll be alright. I will survive. Hold on. Oh my gosh. I have everything like all such a mess. What am I doing? Saving for the ad. Can I stomach handle water? Yes. I'm ready. I'm ready to receive hide weights. Oh, and Okay. Hold on, let me use the hydrate to help. That was bad. So sorry. Thank you for lurking, bad. I'll do another one. I feel unsatisfied with my performance. Maybe it's because I think my throat is still recovering from last stream. Because I truly fucked it up. I love when that happens. That's how you know you had a good stream, you know? When you fuck up your voice, it means you did it right. Oh my god. See? Hold on, let me hydrate. Let me do all these hydrates. Damn, bitch. She be sounding like freaking. Maybe water should have throat coating properties. Bro, I swear to God, I need like. Apparently, I need to just drink cough syrup. Like, Jesus. Please stop smoking. No, I don't smoke. I take great care of myself, except for screaming. Okay, and stretchies. 2 stretchies. Hold on. Let's get our stretchies going. Arms. Ut. Ah. Ugh. And we'll do back. The back stretchies. Ugh. Am I the only one that makes weird noises like this when I stretch? Like that. Because I do. Thank you for lurking, Crusher. Okay. Kudo does too. Thank God. That makes me feel better because I realize I'm over the top. Thank you for lurking. Thank you, thank you. Alright. Let's get this shit going. You make weird noises too? Okay, good, good. Alright, alright. Thank you. Thank you for making me feel like I'm not alone. It helps stretch your muscles more, you know? If you don't make the noise, your muscles don't stretch as much. That's just a fact, you know? Noise suppression doesn't let you hear half of them. Oh. Rip. Creepy, you don't like it? I think it's cute. What? What's creepy? What's creepy? Why? Yeah, you hush. I spent my spare time downloading this adorable head pad. Has those nice soft animated uncle hands. Oh my god. What? Sometimes I think it would be so fun to be like in your head, Rowdy. You have such interesting thoughts sometimes. And remember that one time you called me mysterious, so maybe we should just like switch mysterious brains one day. Have a little Freaky Friday, but with our brains. How about it? How about it? You down? You down? Who's gonna switch brains with me? You're down? Yes. See, I fucking knew it. I knew you'd be down. Please don't talk about my thoughts. Well, I won't tell anybody about your thoughts. That's not for me to disclose. It's okay. You're gonna really think of me differently if you were in my brain. I think most people would. Which is saying a lot because I feel on one hand, most people that know me well feel that they can't be surprised, you know, by me anymore at this point. But I sincerely feel that that's not true. Sometimes I surprise myself, truly. You know, you ever just feel that way? You're like, damn, I don't even know who I am. Where'd that come from? You would actually stop interacting with me if you could see in my brain it's full of ass and sadness and cursed thoughts I mustn't speak of. I mean, isn't that like everybody's brain though? You know? Like, I feel like that goes for everybody. Like, who doesn't think about ass and sadness and cursed things? You know? Most people would think, what was that weird occurrence? Oh, it's Miniginia. They'd be like, wait, what the fuck? And then they'd be like, oh yeah, I'm in Mint's brain. Never mind, that adds up. That makes sense. Some people have well, okay, sure, but you know, it's basically like the same concept. You know, they're different, of course, but the basic idea, the basic theme is the same. You know, so you know, cause instead of ass, though I do think of ass a healthy amount. I mean, again, like who doesn't think of ass at least like a little bit, right? But I really like thinking about shoulder blades. I like shoulder blades. What a great part of the body to exist, you know? Like, I just think shoulder blades are so, like, um, underrated. Yeah, that's the word. Underrated, you know? Like, people don't appreciate shoulder blades enough, truly. That's my opinion. You know, shoulder blades are wonderful. They're just great. They're just so pleasant to look at, you know. But your brain is full of minty ada ada. Oh damn, man. You know what? I'm kind of fucking proud of that one then. Oh yeah, I was gonna make up for my bad ada ada. Okay, let me try. Let me try again. Let me try again. I think it was Juan's redeem. Let me try again. Make up for that one. Okay. Oh my god. My poor throat. Oh no, I'm choking. Now I got nervous. I got nervous for no reason. I made myself nervous. Okay, hold on. I'm good. It's chill. It's fine. I just don't want to let you down again. I just want to redeem myself. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Whew. I'm still not happy with it, but it's okay. It's okay. I think it was an improvement anyhow. Okay, but you don't think about what's that? What is it? Can you please explain what that is? Cause I don't know what that is. What if mint takes a peek into my brain and just sees it's full of mint? What then? Oh my god. Well then I'm like, damn. Taste, bruh. Taste. I'm thinking of donkeys 24/7. Exactly. Shoulder blades, not the good. Wait, what? Okay, you're allowed to have your opinion, but I respectfully disagree with that statement. I personally really enjoy shoulder blades. Um, it's just a personal preference. But am I getting lessons? No, but I think I should, huh? I think that would be good. Who should give me lessons? Who is the best ara out there? Please DM me recommendations. Um, yeah. Tannerite is an explosive burning powder. Okay. Okay. So then can you explain its relation whenever you say Tannerite dog? What is the what does it mean in the context of those two words together? Because I still don't really understand what that is. Could you please explain? Thank you. How would you know what my shoulder blades look like? Well, I was just saying I like shoulder blades in general. I certainly don't know. Though you can certainly show me if you feel free to do so. I will have a look. Send me your shoulder blades, guys. Not pictures, the actual thing. Send me your shoulder blades in the mail. USPS priority, please. Just got back and heard something about Ada. We were just discussing how my Adas are a bit lackluster today. I'm not sure why, but I just feel that they're not quite up to par today. Perhaps I went too hard with my voice last time, and I'm underperforming. Tannerite dog is a fake or stuffed dog meant for police or people breaking into your house and decide to murder everything in sight. They are meant to explode the person. Okay, so kind of like, is it like a bomb, but disguised so that people don't suspect that it is a bomb? Is that what you mean? Send your shoulder blades to the P.O. box. Okay, thank you. Thanks. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Oh, I see. But okay, yeah, never mind. Yeah. I see. I've never heard of that before. That sounds terrible. That just sounds awful. I certainly do have my fair share of cursed thoughts, or intrusive thoughts at the very least. I mean, after all, I do listen to true crime podcasts in my free time. Therefore, it's a bit difficult not to sit there and think of things that are rather bleak that could potentially happen. And things like that. And actually, it's kind of, well, it's not funny, but, you know, I think one thing that people expect from me that they can tend to be shocked by is that, um, people tend to see me as a very, like bright and positive person, which I think I am, like, to an extent, you know? Like, I try to be positive and stuff, you know? And I do believe in kind of like, what's the word? Like kind of speaking something into an existence. especially in terms of things that are like self-esteem or whatever, kind of stuff. Whenever you're feeling down. So I do believe in things like that. But one thing that it was kind of like funny and kind of surprised me at the time, but when I was with my ex, he like I think we were like talking about like the Myers-Briggs type, I really like enjoy stuff like that. And I had like sent him my thing cuz I think like um I don't know, it was kind of like blowing up for some reason at the time. I don't like exactly remember why, but we were like talking about it cuz I've been like I've like known about Myers-Briggs like since like college, like communication class or whatever. So I had already taken it and stuff. But anyway, I sent it to my boyfriend and he was just reading it and he was like, "Damn, like this shit is so accurate." And I was like, "I fucking know." But he was like talking about this one part where it was talking about like what's it like how my personality type tends to like be seen as like a very like positive and like happy like person, but actually gets sad quite often and like lonely and stuff. And he was like, that's like so true, cuz I would like I used to like text him all the time at night, like cuz I tend to get like really sad at night, like when I'm just like laying in bed like trying to fall asleep. I tend to get like really lonely and sad. And so since we were dating, of course, like I would talk to him like probably, I mean, like out of, a lot of people, one of like the people I talk to the most. So like he like knew, cuz I'd always like text him at night and be like, having a crisis for no reason. But yeah, so I think that would be one thing that if people could like see into my brain or like hear my thoughts, I think they would be surprised at how sad I am like, a lot of the time, or just have like a tendency to like kind of, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? I think it's interesting, to think about stuff like that, like what you think people perceive, like how people perceive you versus how you perceive yourself versus how people actually perceive you. There's actually a thing that I learned about in my one of my comm classes. It's called the Johari window, I think, and it's a thing where it has four squares and it's how you perceive yourself, how other people perceive you, how you think people perceive you, and then there's one more. I forget what it is, but anyway, it's like that kind of thing, and you can like send it, you can like fill it out because there's like characteristics, right? And you would like pick for yourself, and then you can send it to like your friends and family and have them fill it out, and then it'll put the like character traits in the different boxes for like, what people say, how they think of you, and like how you think of yourself, and like how the things line up, and it's like very, very interesting to see. But anyway, wow, I'm like going on weird tangents today. But anyway, something kind of fun to try if you have, I don't know, if you have people that would like fill it out, and if you're curious about that kind of stuff, because I think it's kind of interesting to know like how people perceive you and how you perceive yourself and how you think people perceive you. But anyway, oh God. I would love to hear these cursed ideas unless it's not TOS safe. I would say we can discuss that off Twitch. Yeah. Do you ever think, how can I get away murdering that person? I can't say I've thought of that, but I do often think of how, like, whenever you're like listening to like true crime podcasts like murder and stuff, I do often think to myself, like, are there murderers out there that listen to true crime podcasts to learn about like other murderers and like what they did and how they got caught so then they can like basically like become the perfect murderer? But then I'm also like, is that even really possible though? Because I feel like every person who commits a crime, regardless of like what kind of crime it is, there's always gonna be at some point something that has the potential to um like get them caught, because no one can pull off the perfect crime. I just don't think that's true. I think people can make mistakes, and then like law enforcement or whoever it is, like, can like miss those mistakes, and that's how they get away with it. But personally, I believe, there's always going to be like some window or something that, you know, would would get them caught. Now whether people catch it or not is another story. But anyway, sometimes I think about that because I'm like, that's like kind of terrible, because the great thing about those podcasts is it raises awareness. And for the ones where it's like missing person cases, it's like getting information out and stuff. So hopefully like the case can be solved. But it's also like, ooh, I don't know. Anyway, this is such a weird, like, weird conversations we're having today. This is a weird day. I saw a shower thought post on Reddit that said, at some point in your life, someone you walked by had the thought of killing you but never did. Oh god, that's creepy, but you know what? I believe that. Technically, the perfect crime are the ones that are never heard, so ones who are caught aren't perfect crimes. Oh, I guess that makes sense, huh? That does make sense. But yeah, I do sometimes think about the fact that, like multiple times in your life, I'm sure, like you can walk right past someone who has or is capable of doing a heinous crime, you know? Once you start thinking about just like how you never really like know a person and what they're capable of, it's just like, oh god, like, cuz even like think about it, like even with like your best friend, like in the whole wide world, like your absolute best friend, or like, or like sister, or like whatever, like someone like, it doesn't matter who it is, how close you are to them, how much you know about them, you can never see into their head, and therefore you never fully know like who they are and what they're capable of. You only know what they show you, and that's it. Like, so there could literally be people, in your life that you just would never know like who they really are. Well, you like never will truly know a person 100%. And that's like terrifying, but it's also interesting. Because it's just like, damn, no one will ever truly know everything about you. And I guess in a way that's a good thing, because privacy and whatnot, and like a lot of things people don't need to know. Not because they're bad or something necessarily, but again, because like, you know, people deserve their privacy and whatnot. But anyway, yes. What is it? What is going on today? Murder breakdowns with Mint. This is. Oh, you're right though. Yeah, it's basically October now. But yeah, I don't know. I was listening to my crime podcast today, but I actually am almost caught up with it in this podcast, because really, you guys may think that I listen to like a bunch of crime podcasts, but I actually don't. I listen to one called Crime Junkie, and that's the one, like, that's the main one I listen to. It's my favorite. I really love the hosts. And I think it's like the perfect balance of like, they give you the information, like you get the important information it's not like too like chatty. Like it's pretty straight to the point, but it also like you get a little like little bits of their personality and stuff. So that's like kind of nice. But they're also like very respectful and like trying to, like get information out there cuz at the end of the day, like it's to try to help, because usually the overwhelming majority of them are unsolved cases, so, but I'm actually like only a couple episodes away from being fully caught up on Crime Junkie because I started it at the beginning of lockdown and I have been like slowly like working my way from like the first episode, and now I'm nearly caught up, and then I'm gonna have to wait like every week for a new episode and I'm like, no, because I'm used to the luxury of being able to listen to like 4 episodes in one day. But yeah, so but I do have a couple others, but I don't like any of them as much as I like Crime Junkie. I really like Crime Junkie. So gonna have to find more crime podcasts. How many episodes have I listened to? Oh God, like I honestly don't know. There's gotta be like hundreds. They do. I wonder when the podcast started, but because it's once a week, and I think the podcast started like a good like couple years ago, maybe like 2018, but I genuinely don't know, like I don't remember. So, however many episodes that would be to be nearly caught up on that. But I love it. It's a good podcast, and they always have like the information on their website so you can like sign petitions and stuff. Cuz I think if you, and even if you don't, but especially if you do like listen to true crime podcasts, and like if you're that type of person, then chances are you get like some form of entertainment out of it, as even though that sounds kind of bad, because it is like people misfortune and like getting hurt and stuff, but like there isn't, you cannot deny, like you cannot lie, there is an entertainment value to it, as terrible as the things that happen are. So therefore, if you, are going to commit like 40 minutes of your day to listen to an episode about some person who's missing or whatever, you can take 2 minutes to sign a petition or, whatever the thing may be that you can do to help. Like, so I like them because I'm sure like other true crime podcasts do this too, but I just don't really like listen to other ones too much. But they make it really easy for you to be involved and like, you know, do your part, which I think is important because they are real people, This stuff be happening to real people out here, and we want to bring justice. So, yas. I really want something spooky to play for spoopy season, but I'm also a big fucking bitch. So I need like a spooky game that's not like too scary, you know. I need something that's good for a big baby like me to slowly ease me into the horror genre, because again, I'm a big bitch. Like, Doki Doki, really? Does it get like scary? Like scary scary? Like, is it gonna make me scream? Cause I literally don't know. The only thing I know about Doki Doki is that it's not what it seems, and that it would seem that it gets dark. But I don't know what exactly that entails. Like, is it scary? Thriller, scary, not jump scary. Oh, okay, I see, I see. Okay, I think I can handle that, yeah. Then again, I literally like screamed, like full on screamed, playing 12 minutes just because the guy broke the door down. So I kind of just have a feeling that I'm screwed no matter what. Like I'm gonna be terrified no matter what. I think I just have to accept that and embrace it, you know? Because I don't think I'm ever gonna be brave, you know? Scary but PG-13. Minecraft, because according to Denki and Twitch tags, it's a horror game? What? Though, you know what? I would scream at the... What are they called? Are they called creepers? Like the little monster things? But those, I would absolutely 100% scream from that. So, you know what? Yeah. I feel like it doesn't take much. You know what's funny though? Because I was gonna say, I feel like it doesn't take much for a game to be horror for me, or like scary for me. Because the thing is there's a very fine line between like scary and stressful for me, and stressful situations make me anxious, and all of those feelings of being like stressed, scared, and anxious make me feel a similar way. So it's almost the same as being just like scared because of something scary, if that make does that like make sense? So like whenever so like for example, now I don't know if you guys like know this game. Do you guys know that like the what do you call them? Like the games that are like the old school like oh god. What do you call that genre? Like those horror games, but they're the like old school graphics, and they're scary but like Misao, or like the what's it called, like the doll, like some kind of doll game. What is that game called? Like Mad Father, or yeah, like Corpse Party, yeah, like those type of games. And like they're scary, but the part that like the stuff that gets me is like games where there's pressure, where you have to like run or like act fast, cuz it stresses me out. So like yeah. Like RPG horror. Yeah. I don't know why I couldn't think of that. My brain like but yeah, those kind of games I really enjoy watching them, but the idea of playing them stresses me out. Cuz some of them at least you have to make like snap decisions, and in general I find that very like stressful. So I'll freak out because of that. If that makes sense. Like, um, so basically, point being, I'm a wuss is what I'm trying to say here. Um, I am an absolute wuss. You know, that's the main message we're trying to get across. Hold on, this is metal, yeah. Get this crap because it's taken too long. But yeah, even those kind of games like make me stressed. So I think I just have to accept the fact that no matter what I play, I'm going to be stressed out and I'm probably going to scream. And that's okay. Because apparently you guys like it when I scream. So just let it happen, you know? Why is it still not coming off? I do not... Please do not tell me I have to use this thing. Was I just going too fast? No. Oh god, what's wrong? Why? Why? Anyways, but I still want to play some spoopy games for spoopy season, so we'll have to give Doki Doki a try. That sounds like a good idea, because I have that one anyway. And it's been on that wheel waiting to be spun. Unless we make a horror wheel. Oh shit, wait, that do be sounding kind of fun and terrifying, but fun. Now I kind of want to make a horror wheel, but that might be a bit overwhelming for me. Do we just go for it? Give myself absolutely no like work up to it and just fucking throw myself into the fucking Shark Tank? Is that what we do? Do we just fucking do it? I'm kind of thinking maybe we do. Horror wheel sounds like a delicious 3-topping donut. I mean, you know what? It does sound delicious though, don't it? I mean, I do feel like I might be a genius, but I also might be masochistic a little bit. Horror wheel reminds me of an actual movie of a tire wheel that kills people. Oh, Rubber? Is that Rubber? I've never watched that, but I remember like seeing it on, I think, didn't it used to be on Netflix? I've never watched it though. Ugh. Honestly, I just love that someone came up with that idea and enough people were like, yes, that. Let's do that. You know? Like, good on them. They're really out here doing the Lord's work. That's all I know. Next Discord movie night? Hold on, yes. Actually, yes. Let's do it. Please, let's do it. Kudu's gonna be like, what is wrong with these people? Like, first they wanted to watch, what was it? Shark Tale? Is that what it's called? Shark Tales or something? Now this. We be actual clowns. I still think we should watch all of the above, though, if I'm being honest here. Both. Both in one night. That's what I say. No! Isn't my ladder up there? Oh, no, it's not. Okay. Never mind. We're fine. Everything's fine. Don't worry, you guys. Hold on. Ow! Oh my god. I just, like, moved, but I hit my hip on my desk and shook everything, and it... Hoi! My hip Boom. Youch. We need to get the top of it. Can I jump on it? Ah! Yes. Can you use this one? Hell, fucking yeah, we can. My goal. What time is it? Okay, okay. It's only been an hour. Okay. I was like, hold on. Before I say my goal, better make sure time may allow for it. I think we can do it because I was gonna say my goal is to have all this done, so then all we have left is the tower. I think we can. I think we can manage that. You know, I think we've got it. I think. I don't know, but I think. Because I think we just have what? Like the top of this thing, the top of that, some of the floor out here, and then still the side of this building a little bit, right? I don't think it's that much. I think we can handle it. Are we done with this little middle dude? Yeah. Alright, let's get this bitch clean. Yeah, we got this easy. I think like for realsies though, we do. I think we can do it. Time should allow. We have a whole hour and a half left to get it done. Who knows, maybe we'll actually be able to start on the tower a little bit. I don't want to get too crazy, but just saying. Who knows? Maybe. I really wish I had a third arm so that I could do this and also continue to eat Funyuns. And now you may be thinking to yourself, well, Mint, didn't you say that you can alter your appearance? And yes, this is true. Technically, I could give myself a third arm. But that would require getting my tablet. And I do not have my tablet to draw my third arm. Well, I do. It would require getting up, is what I'm trying to get at here. And as much as I want a third arm so that I can feed myself Funyuns while using my other two hands to clean this roof, I'm also too lazy. And so, no Funyuns for Mint. R.I.P. though. To match my 3 legs, I mean, who's giving you this information, Rowdy? 'Cause either it's you or them. Somebody's gonna have to die. Get my business out there. I really don't appreciate it. Alright. Just name a place. Time and a place. I got you. Have you guys been as, like, sleepy this week as I have been? Because I've been hella sleepy. I think the main reason, though, is that it's been kind of overcast here. And that really does make me, like, sluggish. I wanted to take a nap before my stream today, but technically I did have time. But it was one of those classic situations where you're at work, right? And you're like, I'm so fucking tired, I want to take a nap. But you can't take a nap because you're at work. And you're like, alright, well, once I get home, I'm going to take a nap. But then you get home, and then you're not tired anymore. So then you're like, okay, I'm going to watch YouTube videos and eat my dinner and chill until stream. Then stream comes around, and then you have that commitment. And then the second that starts, then your body's like, actually, remember how you were tired earlier? Do you remember that? Yeah, that's back now. That's what happened. And here we are. Hate when that happens. Already shipping myself to the front door. Good. Make sure to be right at the front door so I don't have to walk any further than necessary. Okay? Please and thank you. I think we've established that I'm lazy, so if you want the job done, you know, please make sure that I can do it while putting the smallest amount of effort possible. Oh my god, if my freaking auto mod catches something you say one more time today, Rowdy, I swear to god, I am so that is literally like the third thing, maybe the fourth, that I have had to approve. And I'm getting tired of it. I really tell you what. It didn't like smash the box. It did not like that sentence. I don't know why it keeps, like, it is just not having it with anything today. Do 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 do. Apple juice, apple juice, apple juice. Apple juice, apple juice, apple juice. Apple juice. I wish I had apple juice. Apple juice. Apple juice. Apple juice. My fucking talent, I swear to god, I can't. Dear Autobot, I did not put my in between Smash and Fox Eat Me. Sincerely, Rowdy, yes. Listen, my freaking Autobot just... Who hurt them? Because I genuinely don't understand half the shit it catches. I'm like, what do you think you're protecting me from? You know? Like, I'm okay. I'm okay. I find cleaning up this, like, thick mud or whatever this shit is supposed to be, like, the most satisfying, because it's such a stark contrast. Oh my god, I love it. Like, hello? Come on. Try and tell me that isn't so freaking satisfying. You can't. You simply cannot. I can hear the apple juice song ringing through churches as a hymn. Ooh, I like the chant idea. I think it seems like an appropriate thing to chant, you know? Like, it's fucking apple juice, man. The juice of the devil's fruit. Obviously, makes sense. The juice of sinners. That's why it's so good. It's not the sugar. It's the sin. Powder right sinners juice on store produce. Yes. Rowdy really be out here doing the Lord's work. Ugh. Love to see it. So dependable, that Rowdy. You know, it just occurred to me, I did have a Coke with my dinner. And I don't usually drink sodies. So perhaps that's also contributing. Because I kind of feel like I'm crashing. I think that might be a part of it. It would be, exactly. Don't question it, Rowdy. It's the truth. Of that I am certain. Denki says he's gonna steal me? What? Mr. Steal your girl? I can't be stolen. Not when I'm coming willingly. Is Mr. Steal your girl? Oh. I'm telling you, we live for the drama. Now, I don't appreciate it, though, if Denki's over there trying to outshine me, because as we all know, as I have established with my great work, I am the superior power washer. Nobody does it like me. So I really, really hope he isn't trying to make y'all think otherwise. 'Cause that is not okay. I'm not okay with that. Oops. And I absolutely will not stand for it. Just want to make that clear. Dinky is challenging you to a power wash. Often said he's gonna finish first. Really? I have a hard time believing that. Koo-roo-roo! And with my wifey here to cheer me on, I mean, I literally am fucking unbeatable. Like, this fucking shit was a whole ass mess, what, 15 minutes ago? Look at it now. Come on. Wifey! How doing? How doing, wifey? I missed you. I'm so sorry. I know I move the screen like a maniac. And you're probably about to keel over. This is how I get my quality work done. Did I not fucking call it? I'm sleepy too. Do you want to take a nap together? Time to cuddle and nap. You left Denki for me? Hell fucking yeah. Listen, I hate to say it, but he ain't making this content. He ain't making content like me. I mean, come on. Do you see it? The shit cleans itself. My fucking persuasion. Always nap together, yes. Exactly. Alright, Denki can probably walk up a ladder better than I can, though. I will give him that. I swear on fucking God. You know what? I'm gonna grab that one thing. I also want to see... Okay, we have that little bit on the side there. I'll take this to help with those pesky spots. Okay, have a nice nap. You're really making me want a nap, man. Okay. Oops. Alright, I think we can bring this around the side now. Oh, hydrate, hydrate. Okay, hold on. Oh, yeah. I need to get this grate thing to... Yeah, there we go. I forgot about it. The rust is the most annoying to clean, 100%. Can you tell us your longest story? My longest story? God, y'all really be like living under the assumption that I can just like think of shit off the top of my head. Because I absolutely cannot. My longest story? I want to know about other murder stories. Oh, like, oh, murder stories? Not a personal story. Or know about other murder stories that recently stick out to me. Okay, let me think. Because actually, believe it or not, I haven't been listening to my true crime podcasts like quite as much recently, so I gotta think back a little bit. Because I still know, I think what, for me, was the most interesting, like, story I've heard about, but I already told you guys about that one in Kudu's stream, Israel Keys. That one's a very interesting murderer. Let me think for a second. If we're being honest, we asked to hear the shit that isn't in your head. Just the brain cell as it passes through once in a while. Let me think here. I'm really bad when I'm put on the spot. Okay, do you guys remember how to twist this thing? Like to turn it? I forget. Oh. Never mind. Never mind. What about your meals you ate while I was sick? Well, I didn't really like eat that well, to be honest. But it was funny because I've recently, like before I got sick, I was really, really on a soup kick. I think you guys knew about that because I was talking about a couple weeks ago how I couldn't stop eating freaking potato soup, which was true. I literally could not stop eating potato soup. And then by the time I got like sick last week, I was so tired of soup, and then it was like like the perfect time to be eating soup, but I was like, I'm done. But yeah, so I have to admit, I did not take the best care of myself when I was sick. But thankfully, it never got like full blown. What podcast episode gave you the oh my god feeling? Well, I did start a podcast. Will it let me jump through this? I don't think it really wants to. So there is like, so I told you guys my favorite crime podcast is Crime Junkie. But they did this or are doing, like, one of the girls in the show, she's doing this like show called International Infamy, and it focuses like on a different country, like each episode, and like the first few episodes were like serial killers, but not all of them are about serial killers. Like there's some other like types of cases they do. But one that I found it like pretty interesting. It was I'm trying to remember the name, but it was for France. And it was this dude. It was just a very like crazy story because this dude literally like fabricated basically like his whole freaking life. Like when you say like a person is living a lie, this dude was literally living a lie like in every aspect of his life basically. Like uh you're gonna have to bear with me a little bit because I listened to this episode like a while back, and I've only ever listened to that one episode about him, so it's not exactly like I've really, like know like a crap ton about this case or like this person, and like have listened to several like, stories about him or whatever. I forget his name. I think it was like, oh, I forget, but basically like he was this guy, and like it all kind of started, I believe, when he was in university, and he started like struggling really bad, and like he wasn't doing well. And like from what I remember of the case, he eventually, like, I think he failed out of university. And but he like decided to just like pretend that he's still like in school. I can imagine Mint just picking up this damn staircase by hand and just rotating it. My fucking talent, huh? I swear. But anyway, so he decides, to like fake being in school, which is like, okay, sure, like, although I really don't know how people do it, plenty of people have done that, right? Like, nothing like too crazy at that point, but he was pretending to be in college. But like the crazy part was that cuz he was supposed to be like some kind of like doctor, like in some kind of like medicine, I believe. So like at a certain point, that gets like hard to fake, right? Like you can't fake that forever because you just can't. But this dude like he somehow fucking like pulled it off. Like he had everyone thinking he was in school and like doing like whatever tests you have to do to be like certified and blah 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 blah, like all this stuff. And it kind of worked for him, I think, because whatever it was that he was like saying he was studying was something that would also take like several years, studying it. And I forget like what exactly like he did to like get to the point he got to, but he literally like cuz here's the thing, right? You're like, okay, this person can like pretend they're in college and like whatever, like they'll fool people for however long like pretending to be a student. But this dude like literally like fabricated his own job, like in that he did not work, like he did not go to work, but he fabricated, like he told everyone he had this job, and it was some kind of like government thing. Like it was something like really big, which again would be like you can't just like fake that, but dude like pulled it off and had everybody fucking fooled. And I forget like how he was making money to like survive, because you're probably thinking to yourself, well, Mint, how does this guy who doesn't have an education and doesn't have a job, like how is he getting by? And like this dude gets like married and has kids and is doing like just fine. Like I don't remember all the details. I wish I did. But it was just like wild, right? Like this dude was just had a absolutely like just like intricate web of lies and like had everybody fooled. And I forget how it got to this point as well, but he also eventually like started a scam kind of with something to do with like investing. I forget like what exactly it was supposed to be, but it was something to do with like investing. So I do remember like a part of how he had money was because he was literally scamming his own parents and like telling them that like this money was being invested in this or that, like whatever, but he was literally just like he had access to their money because of that, because they didn't like know what it was exactly. You know, their son's telling them like, "Oh, like I'm, you're investing in this, that, whatever." And like I'll take care of that for you and you're gonna make like all this money investing in this thing or whatever. But he's literally just like spending their money and shit. And he gets like his family. I think he gets like some of his like coworkers. Like he gets everybody in on it. So he's basically just like stealing their money and using it, and all these people think they're like investing in this thing, and their money will just like, like slowly grow or whatever as investing works. Whatever. See, clearly I fucking invest. Yes. But yeah, like, and I forget like what exactly happened, but at some point, dude, like something just happened with this dude, because you're probably like, okay, so he like had everyone fooled and he was like stealing people's money. Okay, whatever. Like, he ain't that unique. But he also like eventually ended up like killing his whole family. Like he just like, I think he shot them. I think he had like 2 or 3 kids. And he killed like his whole freaking family. And then I I think he swallowed like a bunch of pills and like set the house on fire. But there was something with it where I think like he tried to make it look like he was trying to kill himself, but he actually like knew that it wouldn't kill him, I think. And I think for some reason he thought that would like make him like get out of it like without getting in trouble, because he like, tried to off himself. I don't know. It was like so crazy. And he like also had like an affair with this one girl that I think he used to like go to school with, I believe, and he almost like killed her in the woods, and then she like, but she got away and agreed to just like not tell anyone until like after the fact, once he like, you know, executed his whole freaking family. And then she was like, "Oh, actually, maybe the cops should know about this." I don't know, man. It was like one of those stories where like just as you're listening to it, it gets like crazier and crazier, and you're just like, how did this dude get away with all that? Like how did he have all these people fooled for literally years, like years of his life? Like he was able to live a normal life and raise a family and have everybody thinking he worked for this like some kind of government like big deal thing, right? And he was like scamming people out of their money, having an affair, like dude was just living the ultimate fucking secret life, and I do not understand how he got away with it, but he did until he didn't. you know, because I think the reason why he executed his family was because eventually, like, you know, even though he was like scamming people, eventually their money's gonna run out, right? Like they don't have, you know, an infinite supply of money. So I think like he knew that he was running out of money and wasn't going to be able to continue to like fool people for much longer. So I think he just like snapped and yeah, it was crazy. I swear to God, I just remember I was sitting there like listening to it like what on earth is happening? And it just like you sit there and you're thinking to yourself like it can't get any crazier. Like it can't possibly get any crazier. And then it just keeps getting crazier. Like it was wild. I don't know, dude was absolutely crazy, but kind of, I mean, in a way, it was kind of impressive because I'm like, I just don't understand how you did this, my dude. You just killed two beetles. No! Are they stinking now? Or did you get away with the murder without causing a stink? I keep walking up here because for some reason I thought I missed something. Oh, is that it? Yes, obviously you missed something, Mint. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, what on earth? Did you hear any Halloween themed episodes? I don't think. Because, I mean, like, in a sense, you know, they don't really do, like, Halloween episodes because, like, you know, they're all kind of, like, something out of a horror movie. I'm trying to think if there's anything like that, though, in the sense of it being, at the very least, something a bit more eccentric. Uh, hmm. One of my other favorite things, though this is, like, one of the only crimes I will ever like. Ooh! You just made me think of two things, actually. Okay. My first, like, one of my favorite stories is of the girl that made the makeup that women would use to like poison their husbands. Like it wasn't makeup, but it was like made to look like makeup, the aqua tofana. Like, have you guys heard of that one? That one's pretty cool because like this lady basically like she would make fake like I believe it was like makeup products, and it would be poison that then like wives would use to kill their husbands who were like abusive or you know whatever, like just shitty people that they needed a way to get out, but obviously like divorce wasn't an option. That shit's fucking badass. I mean, come on now. Come on. But you guys made me think of there is this one and it's the only time like cuz I genuinely do not understand like people who like empathize with serial killers, you know, cuz it's like what? Like they are actual like monsters. The makeup, you haven't heard of it? I forget. I think like it's called Aqua Tofana. Um and yeah, basically there was like this badass bitch that would like sell poison like disguised as cosmetics, and the women would like slowly like put it in their husband's food and it would like slowly kill them, but it would make it look like, you know, it like you wouldn't be able to, it was hard to tell that it was poison that killed them. And she was basically just a badass bitch like saving women from their abusive husbands and shit. And it was pretty fucking cool. Did eventually get caught and did get killed, but saved a lot of women. So, pretty fucking badass. No, yeah, they like put it in their food. They would put it in their food. Aquafina, shut up. But yeah, I do like that one just because it's like, I mean, listen, I don't think you should kill your husband, okay? Or your partner in general. But they were abusers. And I'm not saying to kill them. But I'm not gonna say, like, oh, what a shame those women did that. 'Cause, you know, oh well, it happened. Damn. What a shame. Too bad. You know? Just gonna put it out there. That one, that story, I learned about it from this YouTube channel. There's this girl that does like true crime stories and stuff while doing her makeup. I forget what her name is. I haven't watched her in quite some time, but she's a pretty big YouTube channel. I think you could find her pretty easily. But she has an episode on Aqua de Fauna, and that's how I like learned about it. It is a very good episode and very entertaining, and she's really good at makeup, so very fun to watch. But she also, this is the story I was wanting to lead into because you guys made me think of it. But so there was this dude, and again, I have to say it, okay? I do not support murder. It's not okay. Please don't kill people. I do not support that. It's not good. Don't do it. However, if there was ever a murderer that I could say I even slightly admire, there's this one dude, okay? I'd have to look up his name. I don't remember his name. I'm so sorry. I'm like the worst person like retelling these things because I don't remember anybody's name. She is a hero. Listen, I think she's a fucking hero. She's a murder stan. No! I think we finished though, you guys, other than the tower. I think we fucking did it. Okay. But anyway, so there's this dude. God, I wish I could remember his name. Let me look it up. Let me actually like help you here and give you information in case you want to watch this. Hold on. I think her name's like Bailey. Bailey Sarian? Something like that. Bailey, BAILEYSARIAN. That's the YouTuber. Okay. Yeah, this guy, what's his name? Armin, MEIWES. I don't know how to say that. But so this dude, there's this dude, okay? Like my fucking man Armin, all right? He's from Germany, I believe. Okay? He's from Germany. So this guy, he had it rough, all right? He if I remember correctly, his mom was like very abusive. They did not have a good relationship, and I think she was like physically and verbally abusive to him. So he had a pretty like rough upbringing. Um and and at some point in his life, uh he realized that he had a desire to eat people. All right? You gotta be a top star. He's too good. He's just too good. Anyway, so um, Armin had a desire to eat people. I think it was he realized that he had this desire when reading a book. I think there was some book he read that involved a cannibal. And he was just like, you know what? That do be sounding kind of fucking good. And now it's been a long time since I've watched this video. If you want to like actually get a good retelling of this dude's story and everything that happened in his life, I would recommend watching the video because it's been several months since I've watched it, and I have never been good at retelling stories. So I'm really, really sorry for literally every story I have told you this stream, as I am terrible at telling stories that are not my own. I would argue that I'm even quite bad at telling my own stories, as I do not remember half of the shit that happens to me, and the details get jumbled. But, good old Armin, okay? Armin was I like to think of him as a good guy. You may beg to differ, since I assume you can see the direction this story is going in. But anyway, so Armin, he read this book when he was like relatively young, I think. And it made him realize that he had a desire to eat human flesh. You know? It's casual, no big deal. This reminds me of a Reddit post where a guy had to get his legs amputated, so he asked the doc to keep his legs so he and his friends could eat his legs. What? We like story time and hear your voice in general. Yeah, I'm so sorry, but thank you. I'm glad to hear that at the very least. I surely do hope you get some sort of enjoyment from this. But anyway, I'll just tell you why I kind of admire this guy a little bit, okay? So basically, dude finds out he, has a desire to eat human meat. So he, at the time, okay, the internet was but a child, but a newborn baby, it was very new, very fucking basic, and basically nobody really knew what the fuck they were doing on the internet, they're all just like, damn, this shit's kind of cool, like, yo. So, at some point in his life, Armin finds like some sort of website, like forum type of thing, that has a bunch of people just like him, people he can relate to, people who like, have a desire to eat human meat. But the thing is all of them have never done it before, They all basically just gather on this website and talk to each other about their, their desires and their fantasies and all that stuff, He sure did, Rowdy. He sure did. But, so, he found this community of people like him. And in this community, the people would like they were rather creative, honestly. They would like stage meals and like things that were meant to look like, I guess food that was made from human meat, or perhaps even like staged like murder and stuff. I can't remember all of the details exactly, but basically, they were like faking their fantasy and sharing it online with their friends. And everyone would be like, "Oh, that's some good shit," like, hell fucking yeah, that is a good staged fucking human steak. I don't fucking know. But that's what they did. But none of them had ever actually, acted on these desires. They weren't hurting anyone, which is good. Although it is, of course, very concerning still. But they weren't hurting anybody. But anywho, I feel like you heard it somewhere in the past. Like Kanye West beef strips. What? Hello, excuse me, what? Okay, sure. Exactly like that, yes. Anyways, so, basically all these people in this forum, they really dreamed of being able to live out their fantasy. And I think the thing is, with a lot of them, and in Armin's case too, I think, is that he never really had the desire to, like, hurt people. He just really wanted to eat some human meat, I don't think he really had a desire to, like, hurt people. But the unfortunate thing about it is, in order to eat human meat, you kinda gotta hurt someone to a certain extent, unless you just find some human meat laying around that happens to not be connected to the person's body and ready to eat. But y'all know what I mean. But he wasn't actively hurting people, and I don't really think he wanted to either. I don't think that was a part of his fantasy, you know? But, a thing that was a part of his fantasy was that he really, not only did he want to eat human meat, like, he fantasized about it, and he really, like, wanted to know what it was like. And he just really found that he couldn't stop thinking about, what that might be like. And he really wanted to experience it. So, but one of the main parts of his fantasy was not just eating human meat, but he particularly really wanted to know what it tasted like and what it would be like to eat the male genitalia in particular. My dudes, oh, he's gay, by the way. I forgot to mention that. He is gay. And he really, really wanted to try that fucking man meat, He really did. Can't say I relate to that one, but more power to you, Armin. More power to you. I suppose, I suppose so. I suppose that may be something someone in this world may desire. Certainly not I, but someone, What if he just, like, rushed a car accident? See, stop. Oh god, no, please. No. I don't want to eat man meat. No, I think I'm okay. I don't really like meat in general. I don't really know that I want to eat any type of man or woman meet. I just, I'm more of a pasta girl myself, but anyhow. Anyways, so that was kind of the peak fantasy for our good friend Armin. That is the thing that above all else he really wanted to try, and he really just could not stop thinking about. Like that's just what he was about. He really wanted to eat some fucking dick. He really took eat a dick to a whole new level. I can only imagine what it would be like if someone got pissed at him and yelled at him in German, like, eat a dick. Like, he'd be like, "Oh, yeah, where? I'm sure. Give me one. Like, I can only imagine what his response would be to that sort of statement, you know, because he really did want to. He certainly would have jumped at the opportunity, to do that. But anyway, he only eats beef of female. Stop. No. Anyways, so basically, Armin was a part of this community of people like him. And they all, again, did not act on this desire. They staged things and basically just kind of ate meat and kind of pretended that it was, human meat and tried to live out the fantasy as best as they could. Well, eventually, Armin really wanted to see if he could find a way, to be able to live his fantasy and finally try human meat and above all else eat a dick. Um yours or one of your friends maybe. Yeah. So what Armin did was he found this, I don't know if it was like a part of this forum or like somewhere else on the internet or what. But basically, he made a post listing, I don't know what exactly, but something of that sort. Basically describing his fantasy, what he wanted, and to see if there were basically any takers that would allow him to eat their dick. Like he spelled out what he wanted and waited to see if there was anyone, that might be interested in that. And what do you know? What do you know? He hears from a person that it just so happens their fantasy is that they want someone to eat their dick. Like, their fantasies perfectly align with one another. Like, it's a win-win situation. Everybody gets what they want. So this dude was totally down to having his, bidness removed from his body. And then Armin, in however way he desired, because I believe there was more to it than just like, cut it off and eat it. I mean, he definitely wanted, he definitely wanted someone to eat his dick, but I'm sure there was more to it than what I am recalling off of the top of my head. But either way, you understand what I'm saying, right? Like, basically their desires perfectly aligned with each other. It seemed like the perfect fit, This was going to be great. They would both finally get to live their wildest fantasy. So anyway, basically, so these two talked for a while. They discussed the terms. They discussed what they wanted, made sure that they were you know, a good fit, that this was something they actually would want to see through. You know, oh my god, there it goes again. You wanted to eat a dick, but I'm sure there was more. I I don't know if it was like everything. I don't remember. But I do know with certainty that Armin did definitely want to eat a dick. The other things, I can hear my roommate outside my room. Like, she definitely either just went into her room or left her room. And I've got my headphones on, and I talk loud with my headphones on because my hearing is somewhat impaired. So I know for a fact that I am in here detailing this story and loudly talking about eating a dick. Taylor, if you hear this, I'm so sorry. I can't hear you, but if you can hear me, I am so sorry for what I am putting you through right now. Anyway, she probably does, but you know what? I've talked to her about this story before, so at the very least, if she's standing around long enough to get more context, she'll know what I'm talking about. But anyways, so you know, they go over the terms, what they want, make sure that this is something they actually want to pursue. You know, they discuss everything thoroughly, as you should with such a big decision, you know. Um, yes. So they decide to meet up. And Armin, he lives in this big house with his mom. I remember at some point his mom dies, but I don't really remember the details of it. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember if he killed his mom or if his mom just died. He might have killed his mom. I really can't remember. And if he did kill his mom, that's not great. But I genuinely don't remember. I remember there being a thing about her death. I cannot remember if she just, like, died and, like, you know. Because I don't think he killed her. And I don't think he ate her. But he might have. I'm really not entirely sure on that one. But anyways, he might have. I really don't remember. But anyways, so, you know, the terms were discussed. They decide to meet. And Armin's like, hey, like, I live in this big old house all by myself. Feel free to come over. Like, we'll have privacy. You know, I can, like, set up a room. Like, because I believe he had, like, a whole room with, like, meat hooks and stuff. Um, Again, he never, like, hurt anyone. But I think he did have, like, a big setup, again, because he was kind of, like, faking it till he made it with his fantasy, you know? So he had, like, the stuff to get the job done and to live out his fantasy, although he hadn't hurt anyone at this point. They decided to meet, yes. So anyway, the guy comes over. I can't remember if they, like, you know, had any fun. They might have. And if they did, I hope they had fun. But, anyway, so the guy comes over, and it, you know, obviously, eventually, it's like, alright, time to get to it. Time to do this. Like, let's go. And it turns out, you know, at this critical moment where it's all about to become real, this guy that came over that Armin was going to, he was going to eat this dude's dick, he gets cold feet and he decides, actually, I'm not comfortable with this. I don't think I want to go through with this. I've changed my mind, you know? Which at this point, I personally, once the story reached this point, I was like, uh-oh, you know? Like, that's usually never good, what with people who are capable of doing things such as having a desire, like cannibalistic desires and such. I just feel that it usually doesn't go well for the person who decides, you know what, actually, I don't think I want to do this thing that's like kind of violent and going to hurt me. And yeah. So this guy decides. He decides, actually, I don't want to do this. I don't think I can do this. I'm not comfortable with it anymore. I don't want to go through with it. And Armin's like, okay, yeah, that's totally fine. And he lets the guy go, the guy leaves, still has his dick, still has all his little parts and stuff, and he leaves and it's fine, and that's that. Because and here's now the reason why I do sort of admire Armin. Because while this dude did have, cannibalistic desires, which is, of course, not natural and is very concerning, of course it is, he believed in consent. He did not want to eat someone's dick if they did not want him to eat it. That was a part of his fantasy. Consent was a part of his fantasy. He wanted the person to want him to eat their dick. That was a part of it for him. And you really gotta respect him for that one. Because that is not something I have ever heard of. In every case of cannibalism, never have I ever heard of someone who wants the consent of the person being eaten and in the very end does respect that. Okay? So Armin really, although there are definitely many concerns with these desires of his and whatnot, you gotta at the very least respect the fact that this dude believed in consent and he had this guy come out to his house and was going to, eat his dick. And when the guy decided that he didn't want to do it anymore, he could have easily, done it anyway. He could have easily overpowered this guy and just, done what he wanted. He could have killed him, and that would have been that. But he didn't. He let him go. And it was fine. Okay, hold on. I know I have some hydrates, so let me take a drink, because my throat is hurting from talking so much about our good friend Armin. Let me take these hydrates that Rowdy has so generously given me. Whew. Alright, and stretch. Okay. Just like fishing, you let your prey go so you can capture them again. No. This guy literally left, and he was fine. He was okay. Armin let him leave, and that was that, Happy ending. Well, I guess not really for Armin, because at the end of the day, I'm sure it was a bit of a disappointment, you know? He thought he was finally gonna get to live out his fantasy, and he didn't get to. Though I will say, if I do remember correctly, I do believe he had been eating human flesh at this point. From I can't remember again. I can't remember. I know his mom died. And I can't remember if he was eating his mom or not. But if not, if it wasn't her, he definitely somehow had access to human flesh, but he wasn't murdering people. That much I know. I do know that he wasn't killing people. But he definitely had eaten people at this point. Somehow, some way, I don't exactly remember the details of how, but I do know that he was. I'm pretty sure. Let me change that just slightly just in case. I'm pretty sure he already had access to people at this point. And he had become quite a celebrity in this community, this forum that he was a part of, because all of these people who shared this similar fantasy to him, you know, they had not ever eaten any human meat before, and he was a person who was, you know, living out this fantasy that's not exactly easy to carry out, you know. I mean, there's not a whole lot of opportunity for it. So he was quite the figure in this community, and I think he felt really good about that, you know. I think he was really proud of that. But anyway, so his little deal with this one dude didn't work out. He ended up, you know, letting him go, and he didn't get to live his fantasy that night. Quite the shame, honestly. I do almost feel a little bit bad for him, just because he was respectful of this person's wishes, you know. Sounds like he got cock blocked. I mean, truly, you know. But anyhow, so, you know, I'm sure he was a bit disappointed and perhaps even a bit discouraged at this point, you know. Like, he had thought he had finally gotten an arrangement, had met someone who would be able to help him live out this fantasy that he's been dreaming of for years at this point, you know, and he didn't know if he'd ever be able to live out this fantasy. But he doesn't give up, you know. Armin, you know, just as you are taught as a child, you must persevere. And Armin did. And eventually he met someone else online, on this website, forum, whatever it was. He met someone else. And they talked. And again, this person, similar to the person before him, that unfortunately backed out of the arrangement, he too had a fantasy of having himself castrated and watching this person eat his dick. This is, you know, this is what he wanted. He was really, really, he found that very appealing somehow, you know. It does suck, you know. It does suck when things don't pan out. But again, like I said, you persevere. Eventually, you will find the person that's right for you. And that's what Armin did, and he did. He found this new person who wanted nothing more than to have Armin eat his dick. And so they talk again, you know, similar to the first guy. They talk, they discuss the terms, they discuss what they want, what their fantasy looks like, what they expect of the experience. And I do believe this person did not just want to have, like, their dick eaten,
But I do believe they did not want to survive the experience. I believe they wanted and expected to die from this experience. And that was a part of their fantasy, okay? So, they discuss what they want and they decide that yes, they are in agreement that they want to go through with this. So again, similar to the first guy, dude comes over, they do whatever they do. Again, I don't remember if they were sleeping together. They might have. And again, if they did, I hope they had a great time with it. I simply don't remember if that was a part of the fantasy or not. But anyhow, so this dude comes over and they do whatever they're gonna do that is a part of this whole dealio. And they do end up going through with it. So on this night, Armin removes this dude's dick. And he really, from what I remember, there was a bit there. There were a few bumps in the road with it. I do, because Armin was not a doctor. He was not a surgeon, so he did not. He didn't exactly know what he was doing when this happened. He didn't exactly know or fully understand human anatomy. He didn't really know what he was doing necessarily, and neither did the other guy. They just knew what their fantasy was, and the best way, or the way that seemed the most plausible to carry this out. So from what I recall, the dude was bleeding out quite fast. So I don't think in the end he was able to watch Armin consume his dick. Although I do believe, if I remember correctly, that was a part of the fantasy. But unfortunately, I think he was bleeding a lot more than either of them expected. And from what I recall, he ended up, like, Armin ended up taking him to the bathroom and having him, basically, I believe he bled out in the tub, and, that's just what happened. But, I can't remember, but I don't. If I remember correctly, he was not able to watch the actual eating of his dick. But they did. So again, they did do it. So Armin took him to the bathroom, trying to manage all the blood and stuff. But again, this guy did, if I remember correctly, he did want to die in this experience. That was part of, what he wanted. So of course, Armin wasn't going to try to keep him from bleeding out. I think he did try to make it so that he'd be able to watch him eat it, but I think that didn't really work out, because again, they didn't really know what they were doing, and he just bled a lot more than what either of them expected. But again, the guy did want to die from this, as a part of his fantasy, so Armin did put him in the bathtub and let him bleed. And he took the meat and he was real fancy about it. I mean, he really truly did make himself a wonderful dinner. I think he tried. I think he ate several parts of the man. Because you gotta remember, he didn't just want to eat a dick. Ultimately, he did just want to eat human meat. But one thing that he really like could not get out of his mind was trying to eat a dick. So I believe he made like some steaks out of this guy. He made a really, really nice fancy dinner for himself. And he ate, you know? Um, Stop, no. Oh God, please no. But why do I feel like someone could and would make that video on? Oh my God, Automod, please. Automod, we've been having this conversation for so long. Like, can you please just get on board at this point? Like, come on. Yeah, I hope nobody is playing a drinking game. Am I winning? I think so. This tower actually is not that bad at all. I thought I would be a lot more frustrated with it, but I think it's going pretty well. But anyway, so continuing. So he again made himself a really, really nice dinner with this man's meat. And unfortunately, whenever it came to the point of eating the dick in question, he actually found that he did not enjoy it at all. He said that the texture was very strange and he didn't find it to be very tasty at all, which is really unfortunate because, again, you have to understand that this, specifically eating a dick, was Armin's, top like prime fantasy. So it was really like quite the letdown, you know? Which is unfortunate, all things considered. But at the very same time, I don't really find that surprising just because, I mean, like, it's. I. I suppose. I suppose I just would not expect eating a dick to be a pleasant experience texturally or like taste wise, but I suppose that could just be me. I think Armin truly believed that this was gonna be like one of the most delicious things he could ever eat. Yes, that is correct, Kuru. Yes. Um, but anyway, unfortunately, he was left a bit disappointed with it. And of course, that wasn't this guy's fault, He can't control the texture of his dick or how it tastes. And I'm sure it was, as tasty as any other one would be. But, anyways, I do think it's worth mentioning that, Armin was a bit disappointed whenever he did finally get to try eating this dick. Anyhow, but he did enjoy the rest of his meal. And, after he finished his meal, or at some point, anyhow, on this occasion, he went back to the man who, at that point, was dead, and, he got to work in basically cutting him up so that he could get, his all his different slices of meat. He had a big freezer that he was going to store this man's meat in and eat over, a very long period of time, as was, agreed upon between the two of them. Again, I would like to stress that this man did give full consent to all of this. He did want to be eaten by Armin. That was a part of his fantasy. So Armin did do that. And now I can't remember how exactly, because I'm sure you know that at a certain point Armin, of course, did get caught, because otherwise we wouldn't know that this happened at all. So I can't remember what exactly happened or how Armin got caught because at the end of the day, regardless of if, they came to this agreement, this man did agree to be killed and eaten by Armin. At the end of the day, Armin did still murder this person, So, in the eyes of the law, this is still, a heinous crime, regardless of if Armin got this man's consent. So, I believe, if I remember correctly, someone that the person who was eaten and died, living out this fantasy, I do believe someone from this person's life maybe found that he was missing. And I think they were able to eventually find out what happened because of their interactions online. I think that's how they basically like tracked Armin down. And I think whenever they, went to Armin's house and were like, hey, like, do you know this dude? He's missing, like, blah, blah, blah. And obviously, like, they know that they've been talking, but, they're, like, digging for information. Armin, of course, plays, acts like he doesn't know because they're not gonna just be like, oh, yeah, y'all agreed on it? Cool, okay, sure. So, of course, he's acting like he doesn't know what they're talking about, like he doesn't know this person, so on and so forth. But of course, they already know that, chances are, considering what they discussed online and everything, that, they think that they know what has happened here. And they do get to look around Armin's house and they find this big freezer with all the meat in it. And I'm pretty sure they ask him, like, again, they're like kind of playing dumb to see what he'll say. And they're like, hey, like, what is all this? And I'm pretty sure Armin was like, oh, it's just like a bunch of pork. And they're like, uh-huh, sure. And, of course it's not. And they do eventually, like, get to test it and stuff and prove that it is indeed not pork and it is this person's flesh. But anyway, so basically, as I'm sure you can tell, Armin does get caught and he is arrested for the murder of this person. Despite, once again, the fact that this was a thing that they agreed upon and there is actual proof that it is something that was agreed upon. Again, he still did murder someone. And he was arrested. And, Armin doesn't put up a fight because I think he knows, he knows that his desires are wrong. He knows that it's not normal. And he does know at the end of the day that he did commit a crime, regardless of, again, whether or not he got consent to do this. And so, he cooperates with the police and he is arrested. And again, while I do agree that yes, he definitely committed a crime, he killed someone and that is terrible because, obviously, regardless of what this person's fantasy was, we would never say, yeah, okay, it's all right, because it's not. But I just would like to say that the reason why I slightly admire him is just because I have never before heard of someone who has murdered someone who also received consent And not only that, because, like anybody could say, like, oh yeah, I only killed them because they consented to it. But we know this to be true because Armin did meet with another person and was going to live out this fantasy with this person. And when the person got cold feet and decided that they didn't want to do it anymore, Armin did respect that and he let them go. So it is literal proof that he did believe in and want consent when living out this fantasy. And I just feel that that is not something you would usually see in a case where someone is being murdered and eaten. And I just appreciate that about Armin, Again, it's very troubling, his desires. It is very troubling, and it is unfortunate that this guy did ultimately die because of that, but I'm just saying we stan a king that believes in consent, okay? We do stan that. So yeah, Armin was arrested. He went to jail. I believe he got lifetime in jail. I don't know if he is still alive to this day, but I do know that in jail he did actually become a vegan. Which I just think is kind of fucking hilarious. So he's just like this chill dude. And he, just either is still in jail living his life as a happy vegan, or, it's possible that he has passed at this point. But, he did murder someone. He did eat their dick. He did get consent to do so. He did get arrested for it. He did cooperate with police. And he did become a vegan at the end. So yeah, that is Armin from Germany, the gay cannibalist. I personally just adore this story. I truly, you certainly have to admit that you've never heard anything like it before. you know, I would love to see a movie about him. Honestly, like if there's any person we should talk about who is a murderer, I feel like it's him because again, troubling, very, sick. It's not okay what happened. And, regardless of consent and whatnot, there was still a victim who lost their life due to all of this. But consent, people. Always get consent. It's the most important thing, okay? And if Armin, someone who literally murdered someone and ate their dick, could get consent to live out that fantasy, then you can fucking get someone's consent, okay, for anything, okay? So if Armin can the murdering cannibal Armin can get consent to live out his fantasy, then you can get consent to live out your fantasy. But please do not eat people, and please do not eat them. Wait, did I already say eat? Please do not murder, hurt, eat, or any of those things that are literal crimes. Please do not do that, even with consent. but consent is important, people. That is the message of today's stream. Please always get consent, okay? So yeah, that's the story of Armin. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope I did his story justice, I know I'm not the best storyteller, but yeah, that's one of my favorites personally. It's one where I truly was like, I have never heard a story like that before, and it is one that sticks with you. So, yeah, that's that. That's probably one of my favorites. It does, and the nice thing about it is that, again, even though it is like a tragedy and someone did get hurt from it and it is still messed up, it does make you feel better than some of the other stories where it's just truly completely heinous in every possible sense, you know? Because at the very least, you can say that above all else, Armin did, at the very least, get consent. And that's better than, you know, it says more than you can with some other, you know, people who have committed heinous crimes that really just were not good. So, yeah. I would love a hug. I always love a hug. Have 30,000 voice clips of you saying dick and eating dick for future. Oh, good. That's good. I'm thrilled about that. Now just wait for the compilation on YouTube. How many times have I said eat a dick this stream? I really hope nobody was drinking every time. Am I aware I'm in a race to clean this map? Well, I did kind of assume so, since you guys sort of said it earlier. But I'm just here, you know, I'm just living my life, doing my job, trying to put out quality work. So, if Denki wants to race me and call it that, that's completely fine. But I'm just kind of chilling, to be honest. Like, it's fine. I don't really, you know. Y'all gotta understand, I'm not really a competitive person. And I am slow, so I truly, if we were like actually racing, I don't think I'd be winning. You know? Just gotta put it out there. Kudu, please do not do that, even if I were to finish this map before Denki. Please spend your money on yourself. Get yourself something nice, please. I don't need all that. Just for cleaning this map, as I would anyway. I'm literally gonna do it anyway. The only reason I would want to finish this map faster is so that I can eat some more Funyuns. Like, dead ass. I really would love to eat some more Funyuns right now, but I'm trying to not eat them until after I finish this stream. You feel me? Oh, I'll take a kiss, but please don't spend your money on me for cleaning a map that I'm gonna do no matter what. Like, I'm not gonna change my pace for this, so, you know. I got to? Well, hey, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be, huh? I guess we'll just have to see, though I wasn't really planning on doing this whole map this stream, but I wasn't planning on doing that, and it is already past my stream time. But I might try to finish it just because I didn't think I'd be able to get to the tower at all today. And I didn't think the inside of it would be able to be finished this soon either. And I think the outside's not going to take that long because it's just flat, you know? I'm not speeding up. I'm doing it the same as I have been. But yeah. I might go ahead and finish it though because I do think this will be... Though I don't know if I'm missing anything else. I probably am. I might be missing some like little spots somewhere. Like, I think I got all the big stuff that's not the tower, but knowing me, there's probably something small that's, like, hasn't been, um, cleaned all the way. Maybe even inside the tower. I think I got it pretty good, though, actually. It was a lot easier than I thought it was gonna be. I thought the stairs were gonna be, like, super annoying. But they weren't bad at all. Must be watching, too. Damn, I mean, aren't all of you? It do be sounding like it. How long do you think it will take me to finish this outside? 30, 40 minutes? 30 minutes? I don't know. I'm not good at predicting time. Watch, I say 30 minutes and then it's gonna be 2 hours from now, not done. I want hot chocolate. I'm kind of sad that I finished that story now because it really was kind of fun talking about good old Armin. I do kind of like him. He's kind of a cool dude. All things considered, you know. Trying to think if there's any other, like, interesting, as in, like, unconventional kind of like that. Let me think. I will say my least favorite type of, like, true crime stories to listen to are the family executor ones, which is, as it sounds like, someone, usually a man, but not always, but unfortunately, for whatever reason, a lot of times it is the husband uh, who executes their whole family. And the reason why I really hate those is because they terrify me, because in every single like true crime story I've listened to where it's talking about someone who executed their whole family, it's always always a family where they're like, as far as everybody saw and knew, they were like perfect, they got along so well, they were such like a happy family or couple. And then it's like the person who executes their family just like snaps out of nowhere and they just kill their whole family. And that as an like a concept to me is just absolutely terrifying because you wouldn't see it coming. I mean, I guess whoever would see something like that coming. And I know that usually that's just like the outward appearance is that like everything's perfect and they get along really well. Like it's usually not actually true. But still, I don't know. There's just something like so terrifying about that. About the idea of someone, literally anyone, not even just like your partner or like a family member or whatever. Because even with a stranger, it's terrifying. But just like the idea that a person can just snap, you know, that terrifies me. It makes me afraid of trusting literally anybody in this world. Because again, you never truly know a person, and you never know what could like make a person just snap like that, you know. So those, I hate listening to those because they always make me feel like extra paranoid for a while. Because it's just terrifying, man. Like, it's absolutely terrifying. you know? So those are my least favorite. And they happen a lot more often than you'd think, too, which adds another extra layer of terrifying to it. But yeah, as for unique or like, I'm not sure. I really am bad at thinking of things just off the top of my head. I'm glad you guys made me think of Armin. I really do just love that story. Oh, it's ridiculous. I did. I think I talked about it on another stream, like, kinda recently. I did start listening to another podcast. It's a bit different, though, because it's called Deathbed Confessions. So it's literally exactly what it sounds like. I haven't listened to, like, a whole lot of it because I really like podcasts where it's just like one episode for each story, you know? Like, I don't know why. Is anyone else like that? Where you just like podcasts and stuff where each one is like a different story and it's not like a multiple part thing? Because sometimes that can just be like a lot, you know? Um, And most of the time, that's what it's like with Crime Junkie. Every once in a while, there will be one where they'll have like more than one, usually at most two, like episodes or like parts for a particular story, but usually it's just like the one. And I prefer that again. But with this Deathbed Confessions one, like at least for the first few, they're like multi-part like episodes, which I understand because they are trying to give you like the whole history of stuff, because usually, you know, the confession has like a lot of history to it and a lot of, you know, story and like going over different people involved and blah 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 blah, like whatever. But sometimes I'm just like, I'm having a harder time getting into that podcast because although the stories are really, really interesting, it's just like such a commitment. You know? I say that, but I literally will listen to like Crime Junkie and listen to 3 episodes like literally in one sitting, even though they're like unrelated to each other. But whenever it's 3 episodes in a row of something that's like related to each other, I'm like, ugh, too much of a commitment. Why am I like that? I don't know. But anyway, it is a good podcast, though. It's very interesting. Some of the things that people want to get off their chest on their deathbed. You're just like, Jesus fucking Christ. Y'all be living crazy lives. Like, what the hell am I gonna say on my deathbed? Like, I'm a fucking goofy goober? Like, probably. That'd be something I'd say. 'Cause facts. I wanna turn. Oh my god. Pick it up! I wanna turn it this way. I knew that cleaning the outside of this building was going to be satisfying because it's just flat. I love the flat objects. Those are always the best spots. I was actually colorful, not rainbow. No! I would say the opposite, and you know it. Stop fucking with me. Rude. I'm rainbow. Now you can't even deny it. Look at my hair. Don't play. Really? It goes up so much higher, and I know that thing was dirty up higher there. It still blows my mind when I can get stuck on something like those stupid monkey bars when it has the teeniest, tiniest little scrap of dirt on it. But then something like that where it literally goes so far like higher that I literally cannot see. Well, now I can. But you know what I mean. Couldn't see like how far up it goes. And it's just like, oh yep, clean, bink. And you're like, oh, okay. I guess. Okay, I think I can get it from up here. Hello? Yes, I'm rainbow. You know this. Don't start with me. So today, at work, because I'm the most productive employee in the world, and I always work and do work related things all day at my job, and I never, ever, ever do anything that's not work related. I, cause so like earlier this year, like much earlier this year, I, well, at the beginning of the year, I guess, actually, I, set, cause like I use Goodreads, and I set my like reading challenge for the year. And I had originally started out at a very like modest 10 books for the whole year, because at that time I hadn't been reading like at all for like, or not really much at all for like the past few years. So like 10 at that time, 10 sounded like a lot of books. But I ended up getting like super, super, super like into it, and like I was reading, like I was flying through books and stuff. So I decided to up my goal. So I upped it to 30, which is just like obviously a big jump. And then I was doing really good for a while, and then I kind of like fell out of reading because I tend to like cycle through things. Like I'll get super, super into reading, and I'll fly through like a bunch of books like in like a couple months, and then I'll switch to like playing a certain video game or like a certain few video games and like really do that for like a couple months, and then I'll like do art like every day, like in every moment of my free time for a couple months. And that's just how I am, you know. I thought you were sleeping at work all this time. No, never. Absolutely not. Never. But anyway, so I upped my like reading goal thing, and then I kind of fell out of it. I think like honestly because of like streaming, like I just got really really like into streaming, and I spent a lot of my free time like working on stuff for my stream or like playing games and stuff. So anyway, I really like got off track and stopped reading for like several months, and then in the past few months I've like gotten back into reading. But now it's really getting close to the end of the year, and I still have my goal. So currently I'm on book number 14. I'm about about halfway through it. So, like, at work today, I was like, you know what? I don't think I'm going to be able to reach my goal of 30 by the end of the year. But I was like, I'm going to, like, write out a list of what books I'm going to read. Like, you know, to reach 30. And if I don't reach it, oh well. But if I do, then I have, like, a plan of what books I'm going to read and stuff, right? So I was doing that at work today. That's it. I made that sound like it was going to be a much more interesting story than it was, but no, that's all. I made a list of books I'm going to read. And I'm really excited. The book I'm reading right now is much better, like, and by much better I mean it is like such a good fucking book. The last one I read, I did not enjoy very much at all. Like, at all. So, I'm happy to report I am really enjoying my current book. And I'm excited for the next one too. Actually, I'm excited for literally every book I picked and like put on my list. Because even if I don't read them all by the end of the year, I'm still just going to follow the list for, you know, reading for next year. So, I'm very excited. I've been reading like a lot of like spooky or like books with darker themes lately too. Just really enjoying those kind of books right now. I love it. I love some spoops. Doesn't even have to be like full-blown horror. I just like some spoops. I just want to eat Funyuns so bad. Oh shit. It went bing bing bing. Is this not done because it wraps around here? Ba ba da ba da ba. Oh, thank you for the raid. Does that mean you finished? Thank you for the raid. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. I am working on this fair tower. How's it going? I just really want to eat Funyuns. I just want to finish this tower so I can eat some Funyuns. I don't even know if I'm going to be done after this tower. I actually, like, genuinely don't know. Now your wrist hurts. Damn, what were you doing? Like, wrestling your mouse? Hello? But congratulations. You did great. Congratulations on finishing the map and only getting, what, fucking $500 for all your hard work? Whatever it was, that is, like, stupid not enough. What the hell? What the hell? Hello? Thank you so much for the 5. Oh, whoa. Hello? Thank you for the 5 gifted subs. What in the fuck you doing that for? What in the fuck you doing that for? Thank you. Thank you. I thought you're the one supposed to be getting prizes. Where have you been all my life? Yes, Split his winnings. Oh, thank you. Where have you been all my life? Thank you. Yes, Mr. Steal Your Girl. He really do be trying to steal your girl. Now you both get half a hug from Kudu, half a hug. Oh my god. So she just stands in the middle and then we hug from each side. Sounds good to me. But when do I get a Denki hug is my question. That's what I want to know. Half a kiss. Don't know how that'll work. Same thing. We both smash our faces into Kudu's face at the same time. It'll work. Don't worry. It'll definitely work. No, I want to get a kiss. Listen, I know I'm not really in the position to, like, demand things, but that's the way I want it to be. That's what I want. And I think I deserve to get it. Just saying. Whatever Minty wants, Minty gets. Hell fucking yeah. That's fucking right. That's my biggest flex. I just want soft kisses. That's all. Soft kisses. I really hope we're done with this map after this, because I really, truly, really want to eat some Funyuns. And I also need to wrap this stream up, but I feel like once this is done, if it's not completely done and I missed something, I need to do it. Like, we're literally 99% of the way there. Oh my fucking god, what's not done? What's not done? What's not done?! Drill tower inside walls. Wall bases. What the fuck is a wall base? Is that the oh. Wait, what? Where? Oh, there. Okay. Spotlight. Bitch! You're clean. Quit playing with me. Okay. I would still like the half kiss, to be honest. To at least still get a free lunch? I say yes. Okay, so just this then. Where? Oh, I see it. Yeah, buddy! Yes! I fucking did it! I can eat a Funyun now! Yes! Celebratory crunchies! Fuck yeah! Funyun redeem, yes! Ah! I dropped it! Nom 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 nom. Clean the fire truck. Tree house. Grandpa Miller's car. I like how, like this car, clean the SUV. No details. But then this one, clean Grandpa Miller's car specifically. It's important that you know that it's Grandpa Miller's car. Treehouse sounds fun. Grandpa Miller is the local mafia boss. Hell yeah. I love that. This car's kind of shit though. Oh my god, these are so good. Alright, well, I say that about wraps things up, don't you think? I think we should take this party elsewhere. Anyone else playing PowerWash? I know, didn't Kudu say she's playing later, but she's not live right now, is she? She's probably going live like super fucking late. I never get to watch. She seems pretty vomity. No! Let me see if I can find just someone else playing PowerWash. That would be fun. Let's see here. These are so good. Oh my god. Next time we shall see what the spoopy wheel has to say. Oh. If you guys have games you want me to try, especially spoopy ones, please let me know. I may be a baby about it, but I might just play it. You never know. Oh my god, I see myself. Can I raid myself? Let's see. Ooh. How about this person? Will that crash Twitch? Who knows? Twitch is fragile anyway. Okay. I think I have located someone to raid. Now we just gotta hope that they are open to a raid. Slash, not sub only or whatever. Let me wait through the ad. Yum, 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 yum. Oh my god. Funyuns are so good, man. I don't understand people who don't like them. Such good crunch. Delicious finger powder. Nom 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 nom. Alright. Well. Yeah, let's get this party on to the next power washer. What do you guys say? I honestly did not expect to finish this today, so I'm quite happy about that. But yeah. I hope you're enjoying the celebratory crunches. I will not. I'm sorry, I will not. Oh! Come on, really? At a time like this. No, stop! Quit it! Oh my god. Stop! Alright, we're just gonna get a move on before Haas can fuck me up the ass. Well, nom nom. I'm just gonna turn that off. And we're gonna raid this new friend of ours. But thank you guys for watching. I love that just as I'm calling Twitch fragile. Of course this would happen. Classic. But thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the stream. And I'll see you guys on Saturday with some Unreal Life. Should be fun. But yeah. Thanks for hanging out. Sorry I was not fast enough. I'm slow. But thank you, Denki, for the gifted subs. That was very sweet. You really didn't have to do that. I appreciate it so much. And yeah, thank you guys for hanging out. Okay. Now, as you all know, please make sure to hydrate. Make sure to eat something. Maybe get yourself some Funyuns if you haven't already. And make sure to do something or watch something or think about something that'll make you smile before you go to bed. Oh, hold on. I messed up the username. And let's ready up and go raid this new friend. I don't know if it's Kieran, Kyron, but everyone be nice and let's watch some more PowerWash. And I will see you guys very soon, okay? Thank you again for hanging out. It was so much fun. And I'll see you guys super soon. All right.